What is up, guys? It's about time for another episode of Chord of the Month, and in fact, we're pretty overdue, as always, but here we are. If you're new to the channel, my name is Simon, and I run a membership over at PianoPig.com, and my goal is to help you become the best piano player you can possibly be as easily as possible. So in this episode, we're going to be looking at a kick-ass voicing for a half-diminished chord, also known as a minor 7 flat 5. And you'll find this chord all over the place in jazz standards and minor 251s and neo-soul. It's everywhere. And this voicing is definitely worth learning if you like to play that kind of music. If you'd like the notation of this voicing in all 12 keys, you can download that for free via the link in the description below. So enough talking, let's do it. So in the key of D minor, this is how the voicing looks. And the cool thing is, this is actually just as straight as you can get. It's just in root position. Yet for this chord, it actually creates a very rich and complex sounding voicing. Out of context, you might actually not even like the sound of it. But if I use that voicing to play a minor 251, by putting it into context, you can really hear the resolutions, and hopefully, if you didn't like the sound of it on its own, you like the sound of it in context. So how do we construct this voicing? Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. To construct this voicing, D half diminished, or D minor 7 flat 5, we start by playing a D minor triad. And then we flatten the top note, the 5th. In our right hand, we go to the D, go down by a whole step, and play a major triad built from this note. This actually gives us the root, minor 3, flat 5, flat 7, 9, and 11. So this is technically a D minor 11 flat 5, but you can substitute any D minor 7 flat 5 for this, or just use it as a D half diminished. Another cool thing you can do, which adds a bit of character, is to roll onto that 9th from the note below. You don't want to overdo this, but every now and again it just adds an extra something. So let's reconstruct this voicing as an A half diminished. We start by playing an A minor triad in the left hand. We flatten the 5th, and then we come to the root note in the right hand, go down a whole step, and play a major triad from here. And we could actually call this an upper structure triad in our right hand. So let's try this one more time as an E flat half diminished. Play an E flat minor triad, flatten the 5th, come to the root note, go down a whole step, and play a major triad. And there you have it, a really useful, rich voicing you can use for half-diminished chords. To practice this, I recommend just going through some 251s in various keys, and limit yourself to only being able to use this voicing for the half-diminished chords. You could also pick some random jazz standards, go through them playing all the different voicings, and every time you get to a half-diminished chord, use this. That is a really good way to practice constructing it in lots of different keys, whilst putting it into context at the same time. As I said earlier, if you like the notation of this voicing in all 12 keys, you can download that for free via the link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and found it useful. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new content, and I will see you next time.